Okay. I am 42 years old, alone, and restarting my entire life in Thailand. Temple another day. 2 eggs. The truth is, a lot of this is not by choice. It was in fact because I never made a choice. I just let life carry me through, and this is kind of where I ended up, and hard for me to admit, but I was a Peter Pan, a puer aeternus, a forever child who just refused to grow up. I was always chasing potential and avoiding commitment at all costs. I wasted so much time overthinking, being indecisive about everything, eventually not committing to any single path. I was always looking for the perfect path, the perfect way forward. I realize now at 42 that there isn't a perfect path, except the one that you choose, but you have to choose one. The potential of everything will always outweigh the actuality of one thing, except infinite potential leads to nothing. That's exactly how I live my life. I just wanted infinite potential. I wanted infinite choices. I wanted to have all of the options because when I chose, if I chose, I would close the doors on everything else, and that terrified me. But the truth is, freedom comes in the commitment.
Life is a series of walking away from really good things. That is how you live fully.
When you choose and you fully commit to one thing, you get everything. This is the paradox, is you think that if you have all of these potentialities and all of these choices that you have everything, but because you don't choose, you get nothing.
If you want to live life fully, you need to reduce your potential.
As soon as you choose one path, one partner, one purpose, one way, then you get everything that offers you. Make a choice and you move in that direction. All the doors behind that choice, more will open. The more you chase pleasure and the more options and potentials you leave open, the more empty you're going to feel. The world runs on pleasure and convenience. The world will give you everything that you want. You can have all of the pleasure, all of the ease, all of the comfort, whatever you want. It will always be there, and it will be there in abundance, and no one but you is going to stop you from pursuing that. You have to choose. In any moment, you always have to be bigger than the ease of pleasure that's in front of you. You have to do the work now, because if you don't do the work and if you don't decide, the world is going to decide for you, and you won't like what it decides. Until a person can say deeply and honestly, I am what I am because of the choices that I made yesterday, that person can never say, I choose otherwise. We're blaming time, we're blaming money, we're blaming situation, we're blaming people, we're blaming the news, we're blaming circumstances. So maybe those situations sucked, or maybe it wasn't your fault, but it's still your responsibility. As soon as you blame, you give away that power. But as soon as you take control and say, this is who I am, I ended up here in this situation because of the choices I made. Now you can start to make new choices. Then you can choose to move forward. Instead of looking at it as, oh, I wasted time, or oh, I made the wrong choices. Look at it as, how can I transform? What can I learn from this? What is the data here? What is the information that I can learn here and move forward in this direction? And you can find your way back. And this is where I am right now, restarting my life, building a business from nothing, feeling inspired, on purpose. And this is what I want to share with you. If you want to follow me on this journey or get any other tips and advice and tricks, subscribe to the channel. And also you can check out the link down below, and you can join my weekly newsletter where I share information from books to self-improvement to travel to AI. It's all in there. Your body is not a temple, it is an amusement park. Enjoy the ride. This is how it all started. I saw an episode of Anthony Bourdain on No Reservations back in 2006, and he was in Seoul, South Korea. And soon after that, one thing led to another, and I had one sketchy phone call on a Skype way back in the day, and I ended up going to Seoul, South Korea to teach. And then I was in Europe for a master's program, a teacher in China. Then I was in Hong Kong, and I tell you this, it's not boasting at all or any of that. In fact, it's the opposite of all of that. It's because I ran. I was running from myself. I was running from my flaws and my insecurities and the things that I didn't like about myself and the things that were difficult. And I just kept running, and I ran and I ran and I ran until eventually COVID hit, and I had to figure out my life and figure out what I was doing and where I was going in life. And that was one of the hardest things that I ever had to do, was stop and face myself. So if you are different and you feel different, you know, the standard path doesn't seem to work for you, don't follow that path. If it's not right for you, you will end up miserable. In fact, I think you must push back against society and what everyone tells you. It's the only way to truly figure out who you are. However, do not drift. This is what happened to me. I went too far in the other direction. I'll leave you with this final thought. You go with you wherever you go. If you move across to another state or place or country, your issues are still going to be there because your mind is what causes everything. But location does matter. And I will argue this to the end of the world. Some people say weather and location doesn't matter. And it does matter. If you're in your 20s and you're in your 30s, maybe 30s, you should get out and travel. You need to go see the world. You need to put yourself in uncomfortable situations with different people, different languages, different foods, different cultures. It will change you. You will have to become a different person. When you're in your 20s, you can experience travel in a much different way than you can in your 40s and 50s and 60s and 70s and even beyond. There are only experiences you can have when you are young and dumb and ridiculous and you're gonna make silly choices. You will have fun experiences. I think the world is just such an amazing place, and it's full of beautiful people and amazing experiences, and I know for a fact you can learn and grow if you leverage it the right way. And I want to share that with people. I really do. Henry David Thoreau once said, "I know of no more encouraging fact than the unquestionable ability of man to elevate his life through conscious endeavor." And that's what this is all about. Taking responsibility, 100% responsibility for the choices that you make so you can change your life. And that's the best part. You can change your life if you want to. And that's what this is. You're gonna see the process, not just the highlights. Now, might go see if we get a sunset here tonight.